Hello everyone. So in this particular video we are going to discuss about the if condition activity in Azure Data Factory. First we will try to understand about the when actually we use a if condition, and then based on the one of the business use case we will try to do a practical. So let us understand. So if condition activity, it is similar to the programming language. So in programming language we have a if else condition, right? So whenever we write a certain condition in if it is satisfied, then we try to return that. If it is not satisfied, then it will return the another condition which is not satisfied here. Similarly, here also in if condition activity, we try to write certain condition. If this particular condition is satisfied, then we can perform one activity. If it is not satisfied, then we can perform another activity. So like that the if condition activity works. For taking example, suppose I have one of the business use case. Suppose my storage account, in this storage account I have a multiple file, employee 1, employee 2, department, employee 3. My requirement is like, in this storage account, if any of the file name contains emp, like you can see employee 1, employee 2, employee 3, then I want to store into the employee container. If this particular condition is not satisfied, then store into the department container. I mean, in this storage account I have a employee and department both the file. What I want to do, I want to copy that into the employee container and department container based on the requirement, based on the condition. If the file name contains emp, then it should go into the employee container. If it is not, then it should go into the department container. So in this case what we will use, we will use a if condition. In this if condition we will try to mention like, if the file name contains the emp, then it should go into the employee container. If it is not contain the employee, then it should go into the department container. So I hope you got idea like when actually we use a if condition activity. Now the similar kind of the practical we are going to do here. So what we will do, in the storage account we have a multiple file, and based on the multiple file what actually we want to do, we want to check whether the file contains the emp or not. If the file contains emp, then we will return true. If the file not contain the emp, then we will return a false. So let's do a practical. So to read the file, whatever the file is available in storage, what we will use? We will use a get metadata activity, because we have a multiple file. To check each file name contains the particular, what we will use for each, and under this we will use a if condition activity. So that is the practical we are going to do. Now what I will do, I'll go to the author, I'll create a new pipeline, click on the new pipeline, go to the general. In general, first we will do a get metadata. First I'll show you my storage account also. In this storage account, if you'll see, I have a input container. In this input container I have a employee 1 file, employee 2 file, and the department file, and I also have a output folder. As of now no file is available. Now what I will do, I'll use a get metadata, go to the setting, I'll create a data set. My blob storage, my file is available as a CSV format. I'll try to create one link service. I'll select a storage account, and after that I will click on the create, and after that you have to specify where your file is available. So my file is available into the input container, so I will select that and click on the OK. Now your data set is ready. Now if you want to know what are the files are available, you want to know about the file name, right? So what we will use in this case, we will use a child item, so select that. Now your get metadata is ready. Now what we will use, we want to iterate. So for iteration what we will use, we will use a for each activity. So I'll select the for each activity and I will try to select that. Now click on the for each. In this for each, go to the setting, go to the item. Here we will try to pass a get metadata 1 dot child items. So this is the child item, we will select that, click on the OK. Now this is for the for each, means each of the file name actually it will try to iterate into this for loop. Now what we will do, we'll click on the activity, we will search for the if condition. You can see this is the if condition, select that. Now I will click on the if condition. Now you can see we have a activity column. Now you can see it is giving me expression. So first you have to write certain expression. If it is satisfied, then based on that true and the case activity you can run. So what is the condition we are going to run? Click on that dynamic content, click on the for each. Now what we will do, this item dot name is nothing but our file name. Item dot name is nothing but a file name which is coming from a get metadata. So what we will check contains item dot name emp. What is the condition I am writing? If the item file name contains the emp, means that is our true condition. Click on the OK. So this is the condition I have written. File name should contain the emp, and in then we can perform a two activity, true and the false. So in the true, I'll click here. So in this case, what I will do, I just want to return the true and the false. So I'll click on the set variable, go to the setting. I'll create a new variable. This variable part we will discuss more, but here we can define any variable and there you can store your value. So what I will do, I'll create one variable name as a file emp variable, and I will give the value as a true. I'll go to the for each again. So set variable in the true activity, another set variable I will use. This set variable we will discuss in depth also, but as of now what I am doing, I am creating one variable. So in this variable I am just trying to store my value, so false. So for the true I am storing a true value, and the false we are storing the false value. Now if you will see, my pipeline is ready. So what I have done, from get metadata I am trying to read all my file. Now this file I am passing in a for each activity. So one by one this particular file will be iterated through a for each activity. Now I am going to the if condition. In this if condition I am checking whether the file name contains the employee or not. This is the condition I am writing. if if the particular file contains the emp, means it is a true, then the particular activity you can perform. It is a false, then it particular activity we can perform. So what is the activity we are performing? We are performing a set variable, means in the variable we are trying to store value true, and in the variable we are trying to store value false if it is a not satisfied. So in our case we have a three file, right? You can see in a input we have a employee 2 file, employee 1 and the employee 2, means employee content 2 file, means 2 time true should come, 1 time false should come. Now let's try to debug and let's try to see whether it's working fine or not. So you can see first it is running the get metadata. So if you'll see get metadata child item, we have a name, right? In department it is able to read. So we use item dot name. So the child item dot name which we have passed in a we have passed in the if condition, right? So that's why we have used the name. So get metadata is working fine. After that it is looping the for each activity. Now if you will see in the final output, now in a set variable if you will see, we are getting one employee because employee 1.csv it was there, another employee because employee 2.csv was there, and after that we are getting a department because department.csv was there. Means our if condition we are able to check properly. So here what I have done, I have just based on the my condition I just try to store the value in a variable, like whether it is a true and the false. But suppose if you have to perform any copy, that also you can do. Instead of the set variable you can use a copy data activity. If this particular condition satisfying, then you store in the employee container. If it is not satisfied, then you are store in a department container. So that kind of the practical also you can do. So try to do that particular practical. That's it in this. I hope you got the idea.